guys, what's up? Rajat from VFX World. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. This is another amazing Elements 3D tutorial from season 2. So let's get started. Okay, so right now we are in After Effects and starting with taking a new composition from here. And guys, this video will be a bit longer video, so watch this completely. Okay, so just rename it like E3D, same as in like compositing mode, and then just simply press OK. Okay, after that we have this water texture here. If I play this, it will look stuff like this. You can download this, link is in description box below. Go and check it out. Okay, so just drag this texture here and right click, take a new solid, colors like black, and name it again E3D, simply press OK. And from effects controls, Videocopilot element, and here this custom layers, going to custom texture maps, and I'm selecting this water texture, which is just this one. Turn this off and let's jump into the scene setup. Okay, so inside of scene setup we have to create our ocean. So I just take a plane here and increase the scale value to 10,000, pretty big. From the map, I'm importing the diffuse one from this custom layer 1. Press OK. Now this is a little bit of stretched here, just like this. So what you have to do is select the plane model, go to UV map and make it to 10 by 10, or you can make it more like 20 by 20, completely up to you. Okay, so leave it like that, and after that the reflection mode should be mirror surface, and let's change some bit settings here. So on the reflection panels, first of all I just have to go to the reflectivity and select this one, decrease the saturation down and just make some highlighted parts just like this and press OK. And after that, same on the bump map, select this, convert this to a bump and press OK. And now decrease the bump to something around 20%. Pretty nice. And the same, just copy it and paste it on the glossiness and decrease the glossiness to something around 42% or something. Yeah, 42% is good enough. Okay, that's it. Now we have to create our dome light and the environment. So starting with the environment, select here and let's import our custom environment for here. So this is our custom environment and I imported it successfully. And now let's create some dome lights. Okay, so select from create and take this mesh here, just in between here, like this, and now select the mesh and again increase the scale to something 10,000, and this is pretty big. Now again select this, and from the diffuse again you have to import the same thing which you use for this environment. Okay, so select this diffuse map and import it from here. Okay, after that we have to bit some settings changing here. So select the sphere model, go to settings panel and go to default, again go to the settings, go down, just turn on this drop backspaces. So when you zoom in inside you can't see anything on the behind, so when you turn this on you can exactly see everything clearly. Okay, so after that what you have to do, just turn off this reflections, cast shadow, receive shadow, turn this ignore 0 and make it to 0. And going up here you just have to decrease the glossiness down and specular multiply to 0. Right after that, if you notice, the backgrounds are visible pretty much here. So select the sphere model and just make it down like this. So now what happened, only this much area is right now visible. Okay, so everything is set up properly. Now you have to going for our jetpack. So select the Jetstrike model here and we have to import. For this one I'm importing this compact jet, and if you zoom in inside you can see the jets here. So just drag and drop outside of the group and make it to group 2 and just simply zoom in, and now you can find so many details here. So just turn off this draft textures here so you can exactly see all the textures here. So before starting anything, just convert everything from standard to physical. So just make it to physical materials, just like this. So I'm just using the navigation keys. Okay, so now after that select the body here, and what I'll do, I'll just increase the reflectivity to 100% and just decreasing the diffuse color to bit darker because I want the bit darker shade. And for the reflectivity here I'm just making intensity a bit higher, something around this one is nice. And from the glossiness just a bit. Okay, and I think pretty nice. Yep, that's it. So this is it for this area. And after that, when you're happy with your all, so I'm just decreasing the glossiness a bit so that you can see some highlighted portions here. That's it. So everything is done here for now. Now just go back to this plain model, that's like a water model. So here I just have to increase something, which is our reflectivity. So just go here and just increase the reflectivity to something around 22%. This is a reflections which you exactly reflected on the ground here, and make sure you have to check that mirror surface should be turned on here. And now I just bit down the backside of this, so I just have to down this a bit down, just like this. So now what happened, everything is going down. That's it. Okay, so everything is done here. Right now we have to now press OK, and let's jump into After Effects pack. Okay, so first of all, here we have to take a new camera. So just taking a new camera, I'm making it 24mm, and press OK. Now after that, select the camera and rotate here like this, and it will look something like that. Now if you notice, there's a line, there's a merging line is coming up here, so relax, don't worry about that. So select element 3D first. So first of all, we have to animate our flight and then the grounds. Okay, so here you can find out this create group. So just create a null here and just rename it to flight, and that's it. And after that, select this one, group 1, and here also you can find this create button and name it to water. That's it. Okay, so these are the two controllers which is exactly on the same space. Now select the flight and press P here for the positions. Just move it up like this. I'm just making from half resolutions, and then just press R for the rotations, and for the Y rotation make it to 90 degrees. So now it's become rotated successfully. Okay, so now select the water texture, press P and change the positions on Z axis, something like that. And that's it. And now select the flight positions, again it should be going up just here. And now change the camera and zooming it a bit like this, and just finalize your main positions. Just play with this, and I think this one is good enough. So now all the lines are exactly hidden. Now don't worry about this like trees and all, it will hide, because when you add some fogs behind this, it will automatically hide. Okay, so now for the flight animations, I'm just selecting the positions here. Now before doing anything flight animation, just make sure your timeline, so I have this 10-second timeline here. So now before going forward, I just have to create 3 null objects to create some smoke that will be required later. So first of all, select element 3D and just turn off all this, and you can find out this utility option over there. You can find this area, so just go to group 1 and disable this group 1 from here. I don't need right now, just make it to full resolutions and just rotate the flight just like this. And here you can find this generate 3D positions here. So just select this one and this click here like this and press generate. So now you can find out a null object, it's already created on exactly same positions here. So just rename this one as like smoke 01, and after that select element 3D. I just have to create a smoke for this area as well. So just rotate this camera a bit here like this and select it just from here, press generate. See, one null object is created exactly on the same space, and it should be become some in Z space here. So just make it, push it back here, and that's it. And after that I have to create one more for this area. Just click and just push it here, and then simply press generate. So now you have these 3 null objects, and rename all these 3 like smoke, and I'm just making the smoke big, and this one will be our smoke, and then 02. That's it. So these are the all things which is required for the animations. Now rest of the part will be required later. So to select this 3 and turn this off, and just simply have to lock this 3. We don't require it right now. Now select element 3D and group 1, turn on, do your flights like this, and now you have to do some flight animations or like the like anything like camera animations and all. So select it to half resolution. Now select the flight, press P here for the positions. Now select the keyframe and move the keyframe on 3.5 seconds or like something around 4 seconds, and now push it on the Z space, something pretty high, just like this. Now select these 2 keyframes, right click and easy is, and select the curve editor and just simply make it animation should be smooth, and it should be landed when it's coming up, it's very smooth. Okay, that's it. Now when the flight coming up here, it's just making it very smooth. Okay, now for the camera animations, what you have to do, select the camera, press P on your keyboard and shift A, select these 2 and same 3.5 or 4 seconds, something around this one, and just rotate this and just simply make your random animations. I'm just making it bit like this area, that is, this one is, yeah, this is pretty nice, and these positions are exactly Okay, fine. Now select this too. What you have to do is just select this, right click, keyframe animation, and making it easy ease out, and then simply select this too and making it easy ease in. That's it. And now push this one in this axis here like this. Now select the flight and press U. So now you can find out all the keyframes are here. So exactly what it means, the flight will stop here, but the camera animation will continue on this much area, and this should be something around, this one is nice, and this is pretty nice. So now when you're happy with it all animations, just simply press 0 to buffer, and let's see how the animation is exactly look like. Okay, the animation is completely done and it looks super realistic, and you can see all the camera motions and all looking nice, but there is less movement of the flight, and also these lines are visible here. So don't worry about that. First of all, select the water, press P here, and change the positions to something around this axis. So I think this much, pushing it good, and just make it push on Z axis on this area, and just make it a bit down, just a bit. Okay, so now when you play with this, you can exactly see this will look amazing, isn't it, guys? Comment down below about your feedback on this video. Okay, so this much is done. Now we need some basic movement of the camera for this much area, so I'm just pushing it in, that's it, and making it bit down. So now you can see exactly what is happening here. So this will the secondary animation. Just select this too and press keyframe assistant and easy ease. That's it. Now we need some rotations on the camera, so press R for the rotations. So the rotation should be coming up from here as well. So I'm just selecting this all here and going to the hair like this, and just a bit rotate on the Y axis bit, and I need to rotate it in Z axis, and just a bit on like the X axis. That's it. So now when happening, just select all this and just simply press F9 or easy ease. That's it. So now when coming up here, the flight will start rotating. Now for the variations, what you have to do, just move all the keyframes in random positions here. So now it happens like it will rotate on the randomness. So when it's coming up here, it will start rotating on different time duration, just like so. It will become some shakiness on your animation, and that's looking very nice. I'm just making it a bit random. That's it. Okay, now we need some more camera shakes here. So just press P and Shift A for point of interest, and after that press Alt and click here, and I'm just importing a wiggle, and then like suppose 2, and then a comma, and then just press 10. So now it will become some camera shakes. So it will become some, see, the camera shakes are coming up here, and it looks super amazing. Okay, so now after that we need some flight should be rotating on different axes. So take the flight, press R for the rotations, and select all this, and just select coming up here, and let's rotate it on this axis a bit, and something from this area should be going minus, and coming up here it's completely coming up on this axis, and let's rotate it on Z like this. Now push it on here, and last let's rotate it bits like this one. Yeah, this is fine. Now select all this and just simply press F9. That's it. Move all the positions and delete this two. This two will really not be required. Okay, so the flights are looking super realistic and also amazing. If you really want to change anything on flight controls, you can exactly do it. Select element 3D and go to group 2, and you can find out all the aircraft rigs here. So if you change anything, see like opening and all, like slats, everything, if you really want to make some secondary animations, you can exactly do that. So I just have to change something on this 2 here, or this 3 going up here, and just making it a bit down here, also like a bit up. That's it. And elevators should be little here, and this area is also a little bit of this angle, and this one also bit of this. So it will become some aircraft is exactly start moving based on your camera. Okay, so now this is done from my side. So what you have to do, you have to do some lightning and all, and some color corrections. But after that, what you have to do, just select right click and new, and then take a new light here. I'm taking a parallel light. The light's color should be white or something like that. Intensity should be 150. Cast shadow should be on, and then simply press OK. The light is coming up here. Now select element 3D, and let's go to this render settings, and here you can find this shadow. Turn this on and make it to ray trace shadow. You can exactly see everything is changed up here. Now just go back to your light settings and press P here, and let's change the positions. But before that, I just want to take, and this should be coming up here. Now see, the shadows are coming up here, and now let's change the positions for the light. Now you can exactly see the shadows are coming up here, and in this case I just want to change the lights, not much, but so that the shadows are looking pretty nice. Yeah, that's it. So now the shadows are looking like this, and I think this is awesome. Okay, so after that, let's select element 3D and go to ambient occlusion, turn on this and just simply increase it a bit high, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so now what you have to do, just have to make some fogs on the background. So just select the fog and click enable and increase it to 100%, make the colors bit of blue, just a bit, press OK and select the starting distance, not that much, this much is good enough, and decrease it a bit down, just a bit, not too much, just a bit down, and here it is. So now when you play this, it looks very like a high kind of fog on the background, and the color should be match, should be something blue. Yeah, that is all. Okay, this is fine. Now make it to full raise, so now you can exactly see how it look like. Now there is no motion blur is enabled here, so if you really turn on the motion blur, let's see how it look like. So this is without motion blur, and when you turn on the motion blur and select this model and turn on the motion blur, it will look just like this. Everything is looking super realistic right now. If you really want to use some depth of field here, you can exactly do that, but I don't think you really need that depth of field here, because this is like a very wide angle lens, so I don't think you really need it or not. Okay, so after that we have to do some color correction steps and all. For the smoke trails, what you have to do, select element 3D and just turn off this group 1, because we don't need that group 1 right now. Just go to this custom view and select the camera, and you can rotate it on any axis without changing your cameraman position. Okay, so to create some smoke trails, what you have to do, you just have to take a new solid, and I'm renaming it like a tracpcode, and just simply press OK. Just make it to top here for now, and just right click, and you can find out this many amazing effects, RG tracpcode, and from here particular. Okay, so this will be create some particles from this smokes. Okay, but before that we have to make some lights, because I want to create the smoke from the light. So take a light here, make it to point light and the intensity 0, and just press OK. And we need 3 same lights, so Control D and Control D, these are the 3 same lights, and you should rename the light properly, because that will be really required. So I'm making it like a smoke, and this one also same smoke. I am not renaming it right now, it will require later. So select this 2 smokes. So first of all select this one first, and select this one, just uncheck this all unlocks and press P, select Control C, select the smoke, press P, and then select and Control V. So now what happened, the light are right now in exactly same position where the null object is. So, and now select the smoke 2, press P, then Control C, and select the smoke, and then Control V. Now see, both the lights are exactly on the same space. And for the smoke big, select Control C and select, and then Control V. So this one also in the same space, but we don't require it right now. Now select this all nulls and just simply press delete. Now you need these 3 lights here, and just rename this to smoke and then big. Okay, after that select tracpcode, and from show status here, and go to elementor setups, and from here change from point to lights, because we want to change the intensity from the lights. And choose name, you can find out the name should be generate. So it's called like smoke, so just type smoke. So what happened, tracpcode will automatically find those lights which is exactly named same like smoke, and from there the particle will generate. Now just press OK. So now what happened, from these 2 lights the particle will start generating. Okay, so just coming up here, you can find out the flights are here. Now before moving our timeline, we have to link all this with our flight. So what you have to do, select this 3, just simply drag and link with the flight. So now what happened, when the flight will move anywhere, the lights are also moving. Okay, so this is the most important step. If you forget this, this will exactly destroy your complete output. Okay, so after that select the tracpcode. Now let's generate some particles. So first of all, just decrease the velocity to 0, and from light intensity we don't need it, so make it to none. So now what happened, no light intensity will be applied to generate some particles. So now random velocity to 20, it's good enough. And after that select emitter size, to 0. So now you can find out the particles are start generating from these two lights, and this is already generating very weirdly, so don't worry about, you have to fix this out. So first of all, select this trapcode here. So now what you have to do, go down, you can find out this particle like a master, so where you have to change several settings here. So before doing anything, just go to this opacity one. You can find out this opacity option here. So go to opacity life and just from preset and change it to this one, so that this one will be disappear after a few. And after that, from randomness opacity to just make it to 50% or something around this one, just zooming it a bit here. And from the opacity should be a bit down, just a bit like this. And from the size random, I just increasing it to just a bit like 84%. And from the size over life, just click here and just simply make it to just like this. So just what happened, you have to make it very precisely just like this and make it to smooth. No need this area, so just turn off this completely and make it to smooth. You can exactly see the particles are very smooth right now. And now increase the size a bit higher, so now you can exactly see it start getting some smoky kind of effect. But this is very weird, as I told. So what you have to do, you have to push it on the back side. So what you have to do, just go to this physics, and after that you can find out this air. And inside of air you can find so many options like wind, X, Y and Z. So if you change anything on any wind direction, it will exactly change on that area. So what you have to do, just select any wind direction that you want to push it here. So in this case, I want to push it on x-axis back, so just push it on very high intensity of number, just like this. So now what happened, it's now getting very smooth and also pretty like large number of scale and all. If you really want to increase some particles from here, so just change from here like 300, and now see the particles are start acting very nice. Just make it to half res, zooming in. Now you can exactly see all the particles are visible up here. Okay, so now go down, let's do some turbulence here. So for the turbulence, just click the turbulence field and increase the effect size a bit like this, and effect positions. So now you can see some turbulence are coming up here, and make sure the scale should be a bit down, something 4 is good, or like 3. Yeah, 3 is good enough. Okay, so the number of the values for the smokes are pretty nice. I just want to increase the size a bit so that the smoke will be looking just like this, and this one will be something higher like this. So yeah, this is nice. Now if you turn on the motion blur, you can exactly see how it exactly look like with turn on the motion blur. So now this is a turn on with motion blur, and this is without motion blur. See the changes here. Okay, so but we need to increase the particles like pretty high. Okay, so the basic trails are done. Now you have to make some big chunks here. So first of all, just make it to isolate the smoke so that you can exactly move it without lagging your system. So now what you have to do, select the big smoke and turn this on, and select the trapcode and duplicate this by pressing Ctrl D. And now we have to go to this choose name, and then just rename this one to big and underscore SM for smoke, and just simply press OK. Now what happens, see exactly it start generating the emitters from this light. Now we need to change some settings from here as well. So first of all, what you have to do, just intensity of randomness to 0 and increase the opacity to 100%, and from size life make it to first this one, so it's pretty high now. Okay, so now just this should be like pretty big on this area, so this will become a giant kind of thing, and just a bit down here. That's it. Now make it to smooth, and this will look like this. So now when you turn on your flights here, just turn this both on, you can exactly see this will look like this. Now this is pretty big here, so just we need to decrease the size to match with this one, and that's it. Now make sure this 2 should be down under this Elements 3D layer. That's it. Now it's look like it's exactly generating from here. Now this light should be a bit up here, so I just have to change the positions of the light bit up to match with this, and that's it. Now select the second trap code, go down. Now you can find out this called shading option here. This is called the shading option. So just turn on this to check the light intensity are coming up here as well, and we need to change it from sphere to this cloudant of the particle type. Now it looks some weird kind of like big smoke scale and all, and after that you have to just make it to smooth a bit. And if you really want to change some opacity on randomness, I can exactly do that, but that's it, it's fine. And the size randomness pretty nice. Size should be like, yeah, this is good enough. Okay, so that's it for the size area as well. Now if you want to push this on the velocity randomness, so just increase the velocity from here, and from velocity motion to just bit of negative value, something around 56, and this one also should be same, just like a -1, so just like this. So now this will be done after adding the motion blurs properly. So this is with the motion blur, this is without a motion blur. Okay, so now let's go to our main camera view, which is this one, and let's turn the motion blur on and select our element 3D layer and turn on this group 1 model. So now you can see exactly nothing is visible up here. That's it, because we have to separate our this below layer and the flight layer in different layers. So just select element 3D and just press duplicate here. So this will be our only flight, so just simply turn off this ground option. So now you can exactly see this is only the flights, just make it to solo. So this is your flight, and this one is exactly everything is here. So just select this to trapcode and drag under this one. So now you can exactly see everything is visible up here. Now we have to change some light setups here on this trapcode. So select the colors and just make it to a bit of blue, to some bluish tint kind of effects here. And that's it, press OK, and this one also same colors, and this one should be bit of blue. That's it, just a bit, not too much. Okay, that is fine, and you can use some custom blurs here, motion blurs here from here, CC motion blur. I don't think really required for this shot. So when the particles are rotating on the flights, will be rotating, the particles will also start getting rotating axis on way. Okay, so here it is done, and now what you have to do, just do some color correction steps here. Okay, so this is done for here. Now take a new adjustment layer for the color corrections and just make it to complete top, and right click color corrections, and from Lumetri colors I'm importing my custom LUT here. And after importing that, we have to change some very bit settings from like make it to bit of blue, something around this kind of color corrections and all, increasing the contrast a bit high and making some faded kind of effects, and turn on the motion blur, and that's it. And now select element 3D for the top one, go to outputs and just increase the multism. Same thing for the background layer as well, go to output and just turn on this and make it to 16 and 100% and all. So after that, when you're happy with your complete output, just simply press render button to render this out, and whenever it will done, it will exactly looks like this. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this very amazing tutorial from Element 3D, and this is a pretty big tutorial from my side. If you still not follow us on our social media handles, just go and follow us over there, because I updated everything over there very fast, and then on YouTube. So guys, see you in my next video. Till then, have fun, stay home, don't go outside, keep rocking, keep watching VFX World.